Hello.
Okay. Hello, Priya. How you doing?
Thank you, Kunal. I'm doing great.
Very good. Congratulations. You have won the Bhumi Award for the Best Indian Feature at inaugural AltF. Awesome. How do you feel about that?
It was such a sweet surprise because the lineup was amazing, and I was feeling so fortunate that Coral Woman made it into that list. So that itself was like a recognition. So this is like the cherry on the top, you know. So like
So great.
really excited. I'm so glad.
Yeah. I mean, Coral Woman was the film we had that you generously allowed us to use for our launch of AltF earlier in the year, and there's a special connection there already. So we ourselves, as the founders of the festival, found it really great that the jury picked your film as the winner. So we are very happy about that outcome as well. Personally, we had a couple of questions that we wanted to ask, so I'll get started. What is the most surprising experience or moment for you within this project? Perhaps during the shoot or after or in between?
uh, I think the personal change in me as a filmmaker itself. So generally, I say that I am a bad mother who give birth to films and move on to the next child or the next film. But with Coral Woman, it was very different. Maybe because of the topic, maybe what I saw, what I experienced, and I understood the urgency that I felt that I have a responsibility to take this film forward. People need to see. I don't say that it's a best film which is made on corals or marine life or anything. We need more of such films. But I felt that at least if my film can spark some kind of conversations at the places which it's traveling, that is very important. So an effort was made that people should see it. Like I don't even ask people who you are, what you are. I used to just send the film if people approach me telling how can I see the film.
Yeah, so great, amazing. Um, we were also wondering, so, you're also quite early in your career, but at the same time, like, from what the Coral Woman is getting so many accolades and so much recognition. It's really nice to see. Um, what advice would you give to others wanting to tell stories of environmental change in India?
uh, there is a lot of like I said before, there is a need, the urgency. More films should be made on this topic. I am a filmmaker who was not trained in underwater or cinematography, underwater cinematography. I didn't know anything about underwater.
Yeah,
My choice or the genre in which I was working was gender, sexuality, women, etc. And when this film came to me, I didn't have that confidence. It took me some like almost 2 to 3 years to make this decision. I'm going to make this film, and the journey was beautiful. It was like in the film there is a scene where Uma, my protagonist, was telling she did her training in underwater, being a diver in the pool,
yeah,
and finally when the day came to take that plunge, she got frightened. She felt like a soldier who was like fully decked up and not able to fight.
yeah.
The same thing I had gone making this film, but the journey was so beautiful. It left, it's filled with lots of memories, and like I think it's just we have to start. The stories are out there looking for you to just bring it out.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. That's lovely. Your impact work with the film and what's happened beyond the film is extremely strong. Like, what we see at EcoLens and the support you've got and the way this film is evolving into, so many different forms to continue on in its own way is incredible. And, I was wondering if you can elaborate on some of these examples here, and also what motivated you to do this, and how can filmmakers kind of incorporate that impact aspect right from the beginning. Did you do that from the beginning? Was that your intention, or that's just like as a result of the film, like kind of all these avenues and paths opened up?
To be honest, I didn't know about impact, or I didn't understand the potential of what impact could do. But somewhere during the screenings, I felt that there is a lot of gap in terms of education and information. Even when I showed the film in Tamil Nadu, where the film is located, people were not aware that they had such a rich marine diversity or corals in their state. So I felt that there is a need to fill in that gap. And especially when I showed the film to children, it was very amazing. Adults generally empathize, oh, this is really sad. Oh, this is very bad. That was the general reaction. But when it came to children, it was very much impact oriented. They were like, okay, a coral is bleaching. Can I stop it? Can I do something from my home that can stop it? Can I reverse this? So the questions were very much impact oriented, which really inspired me. And I remember one of the screenings, they all gave us letters for Uma and the or Coral Woman crew, pledging that what they are going to do after, like, once they go home. So that was really inspiring, and reaching Good Pitch really opened up the ideas in which we could really do. So we are actually bringing up a children's book which is inspired by the film. We are bringing a virtual toolkit where people can just come and learn about corals in a very interactive way. We are also planning for VR, virtual reality, so that, because I was a non-diver, I was a non-swimmer before doing this film. So, like, when I saw it, it really changed. I felt that urge to protect. So I want to share that experience for people who are not swimmers, who are not divers, but should be responsible in protecting the corals. So multiple experience from this journey post making the film actually inspired for the impact.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm a very passionate diver. I've been diving for a long time. So when the first time I watched the film as well, it was really eye-opening to see that we have so much coral right around our own coast of our mainland. And that for me was the biggest first shock. And then afterwards also bringing in the issues around the pollution and activism and all of that just really brought it all, full circle. And the target in the sense working with children as a main focus is absolutely, in some ways has incredible potential. Us personally as well here in Panchgani is a boarding school hub for, West India. We have about 36 schools here. And we also are working on how the films that we are selecting can then be screened in schools and, built into some of the coursework that the kids are doing and, turn into some activities, because it's really where at that early age, if that change can happen, if we can bring in that ecological thinking and consideration in the way kids are thinking and growing up, that's extremely powerful. So, I feel really happy to see the impact work that Coral Woman is doing and where it's going. It's really great. I mean, like that's kind of all the questions I had for you today. Short and sweet. I'll stop the recording here. Actually, before I do that, thank you so much for answering our questions, and congratulations once again for winning the award. And not this year, but I'm sure next year when the festival happens physically, we'd love to have you here, and I know you're looking forward to coming here as well. So yeah, I'm sure that will happen in 2021. I've got all my fingers crossed, and yeah, I'm so happy to have you participate and win the award this year.
Thank you, Kunal. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Altif, for having Coral Woman once again. Thank you.
You're welcome.